This is Ross from Jeep Lab, and today we're going to be testing the High Lift X-Treme lift. Our 2.5 inch rock crawler X Factor lift has made our stock jack pretty much garbage. So we got our hands on one of these bad boys. And also I wanted to check out the High Lift recovery kit. This is their off-road kit. Should be everything you need to save your own neck, you know, out in the middle of nowhere. Jeeps are great for getting you out to places where nothing else could get to, but they can also get you stuck there. And a tow truck in the middle of nowhere is very expensive, if they could even get to you. So you need to make sure that you're self-sufficient to get yourself back when you do go off-road. But also, you also have to, and this is so important for the young Jeepers who are falling in love with Jeeps and getting crazy with them, you have to test your gear. You cannot just buy something and throw it in the back of the truck and think that you're going to be all right off-road. You have to make sure that whatever you've got, you know how to use, and that it will perform its service for you when you're, you know, someplace where you really need it to work. So we have the off-road kit, and we're going to test it right now and see if it's everything it's cracked up to be, or if there's other parts that are necessary or things that you need to look out for when using this supposedly very high quality kit. And it looks high quality to me from here, and the jack is definitely robust. I mean, this thing is monstrous. Chains, toe straps, D-rings, it all looks really good. So let's see if we can put it together and make it work right now. This is how the off-road kit is delivered. It's a toe strap, 15 link chain, excuse me. I think it's a 25 link chain. The parts are all disassembled. These are the pieces in here. So you have to put this together. So if you were in the middle of nowhere right now, just opening this bag for the first time, the first thing you're gonna need is a way to get these things apart. So if you don't have any tools with you, from step one, you're already screwed. So you really need to make sure that you have at least a Leatherman in the truck. We carry a Leatherman and I love it. That'll be able to get these things open. And then everything else you can probably finger tighten. And also you need to have some WD-40 to make sure that your jack is well lubricated. You don't want to try and use a dry jack. You might damage the jack, or it may not work as well. So you want to make sure that you've got all that stuff necessary in order to make sure that you're safe when off-road. There you go. Simple if you have the right tool. There you go, that's enough to hold it in there. And again, the Leatherman's awesome tools. This is a good one. You can get other ones. All you really need is the needle nose pliers. There's all kinds of other stuff that they have attached to them, but they'll save your neck in a pinch a lot of times. Better to have one than not have one. There really should be one in it. They should really give them out with the Jeep. There we go. That's on. Just the winch tensioner. Now notice this stuff's not all put together, so you're gonna need to make sure that you get this thing out of the bag and look at it before you go off-road. All right, this gets attached with the short chain. These are all grade 8 bolts. It's nice to see that they gave you nice, tough bolts. Let's see if I can get this thing in here. There we go. It's a nylon lock. All right. Now I can't get this thing on here right now without tools. So you're going to need to have some tools with you.
Also in the Armstrong toolkit is the long deep socket. It's necessary for this bolt. Let's get this on. Oh, that nice and tight. Good. This is the second chain complete. This is the first chain complete. This is the High Lift X-Treme. We're going to turn it into a winch right now by attaching these parts from the off-road recovery kit. And we're going to test it, see where we stand. First step is to take this foot off. Make sure I'm not blocking the camera. Let's see what's on the other side of this. Yep, just a clip. Alright, so that's off. That's easy. No tools required. That's off there. Just making some space at this end so we can attach this piece. That goes there. All right, that's good. All right. Okay, so that's on there. It's not going anywhere. All right, that's on. Okay, this thing is winch ready. Make sure you don't lose any of the extra pieces. This strap also comes with the package. This goes around the tray, or whatever it is you're going to winch yourself out with. Okay, here we go. We're all set to use the system. All these parts came with the off-road recovery kit, with the exception of this one long tow strap that I have attached to the truck right now. It's the only piece that was missing. You have to remember that you need some tools. You should always have a Leatherman in your truck anyway. And you should have this all put together before you actually leave the house. Now let's see it actually pull the truck. The truck is moving. This thing's a little slippery because I just WD-40'd the hell out of it. Not sure if you can see the tires moving, but the truck is moving right now. Now this is safer than winch line, because if something was to go wrong, the tow strap and chain doesn't contain energy. Like right here, you can see that this is not on as well as I'd like it to be. It's a Harbor Freight strap, so you may want to get a better one than that one, but even if this was to break, it wouldn't slap me. It wouldn't snap and swing all around. It would just fall to the ground. So this is actually safer than using the steel winch line. Obviously, it'll take forever if you had to move it very far. But if you were just stuck in a spot where you just had to get past an obstacle, or you were caught on something, moving the truck 3 feet this way is safe. And it's really not that hard to do if you're prepared and you make sure that you have everything taken care of before you leave the house, which you should anyway. That goes for any gear you use. Everything should be tested. Test your gear. We just tested the High Lift X-Treme jack. The question I wanted to answer was, is it complete and is it ready out of the box? The answer is, you have to take it out of the box and get it ready. Once you have it out, once the parts are together, and you don't have to worry about this when you're off-road. So you just leave them together and leave them in the off-road bag. So, do I like the off-road recovery gear? Absolutely. The one part that's missing is the tow strap or a chain, which they may have left out because that's a personal preference as to what you want to carry. You should have a tow strap or chain in your truck anyway, so it's not like they're asking you to carry something you shouldn't. It's a necessity anyhow. The jack itself, very robust and tough. When you try to lift it, you'll know what I mean. I like the whole kit. These parts, once you have them together, do you need tools to put it together? Yes. So take it out of the box before you leave the house and make sure that you've tested your gear. You have to test your gear. Once it's together though, it's all together. So, I mean, even this part, left it all together. If I was in a jam someplace, I'd have it together and out and ready to work in just a matter of minutes. So, good for pulling yourself out of a jam. Short distances, you try to go, half a mile with it, you're gonna make yourself crazy. Less danger than a steel chain, instead of a steel rope. The tow strap and chain doesn't carry energy, so if it was to break or snap, it's only gonna fall to the ground and not damage your truck or yourself. So overall, like it a lot. Once you have a lift, you need a bigger jack anyway. So, get something that you can use on the side of the road or in the wilderness. We went with this one because you could use it as a winch, and you could use it off-road, or you could use it, on the side of the road. Anywhere you need to be, it's good. They've got all kinds of attachments for it also. So check it out.